Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday morning we begin today's long slate of 2A North tournament matchups. This is the first game today. St. John's Redskins enter this tournament as the number 1 seed in the 2A North region for both the boys and girls side of the bracket. The girls team hosts St. John's boys taking on the 5 seed Valley Sanders Pirates. Top has begun. I'm Cale Hancock with you up here with Paul Hancock. St. John's wins the tip-off. Missed layup by Alan Tryon. Now Tryon goes up, gets his own rebound, misses. Rebound's tipped by Udall, and then travel from Sam Winters.
Yeah, he slid his foot, trying to get to the opposite side of the basket because he was under the basket.
Starting lineup for the Redskins, number 0, Alan Tryon, number 1, T. Platt, number 4, Jude Rabin, number 11, Sam Winters, and 35, Max Udall.
We might have quite a few watchers today because as I was climbing the ladder, a lady from Sanders was asking me if we were live streaming it, and she was going to send the picture of the QR code out. So we might have quite a bit of the Pirates fans here today.
Good to know. Sanders able to keep possession on that drive. Pressure from Winters. Jaquan Allen gets a pass into Jacob Jean, and Jean gets the first points of this semifinal matchup.
You can't sleep on Sanders. They know how to play the game of basketball. They love basketball, and they've been very good in the past. This year they don't have as good of a record as normal, but they're going to be around.
Alan Tron finds a wide open Jude Rabin to put St. John's in the scoring column. We're tied at 2 apiece. Minute has been played. Jaquan Allen, fadeaway shot, missed. T with the ball. Fakes a pass, goes up for himself, misses. Udall with the rebound, and that's tipped away by John Carl Hilaro, number 30 for Sanders. Jacob Jean loses it, goes out of bounds. Effort by Jake Apache to hold of it, does not succeed. Lineup for the Sanders Pirates. Number 2, Jake Apache. Pass from Max goes out of bounds, intended for Rabin. Number 2, Jake Apache. 12, Jacob Jean, 15, Jaquan Allen, 24, Caden Begay, and 30, John Carl Hilaro. Begay start off Sanders' possession. It's Jean in the middle, missed layup. Rabin with the rebound for St. John's. T goes up, loses possession. Loses control of the ball. 3-point shot from Rabin. Shazam!
Yeah, that's one of the better 3-point shots you're going to get. The ball coming from directly under the basket. 3-point shooter gets to step right into it. That's a high percentage 3. You love to see those.
Never see it from Jude either. You usually see him boxing out, being physical, down in the paint. And how do we have there? Jude Rabin gets the rebound for St. John's. Quickly gets it to Tryon, and Tryon goes up. Controls the floor and rises to the rim.
We have a 30-second timeout. Coach, good luck. It's like 7-2 right now. They're running a lot. We need to slow it down. We need to get back into it ourselves.
Long day of basketball ahead of us today. Following this game, NPA and Round Valley playing the semifinals 11:30. Then following that, St. John's Lady Redskins take on the 5 seed Pinon at 1 o'clock for the semifinals. Following that, Sanders and Round Valley Girls at 2:30. And then 5 o'clock is the boys' championship. And then closing us off at 7 o'clock is the girls' championship. All St. John's games will be brought to you at Legacy Team Productions. Officials for tonight, one I recognize, Mr. Quentin Hayes. And then he is a referee. Umpires are Leroy Thomas and Tommy Huyama.
You almost got it right.
T fadeaway shot connects. Run, 9-0 run for the Redskins since Sanders started the game off with 2-0 lead. And Begay cuts. Nope, that's nicked. Nick Dean gets the points for Sanders and takes it away immediately from the Redskins. Tipped out of bounds by Tryon.
I think Max thought that Sanders had tapped that out, and so he was letting it go. Leroy Thomas said, nope, it went out on white. Give it back to blue. Leroy is a really good official. One of my favorite guys to work with.
A pat. And Jaquan Allen, fadeaway jump shot for Sanders, cuts this St. John's lead back down to 1 possession.
Quick 4-point swing. That was a good timeout.
Winners under pressure able to get out to Udall. Now back to Udall. Udall 3-point shot. Not enough on it. Rebound by Gene. And off target intended for Begay goes out of bounds.
Quentin Hayes down there. You know him real well. He's a very good official. Done pretty deep in the state tournament, and Tommy is a great official as well. So we have 3 really good officials here today.
Shot in the paint from Udall, bounces around, and then finally goes through the net. So we have Brody Waite's granddad watching from Mesa.
Welcome to Brody Waite's grandpa being here. Brody had a tremendous game the other night.
He came in against Round Valley off the bench, immediately started making an impact, even got drilled.
Yeah, he did. His mom was saying he had a double-double, 10 boards, 10 points. That's not easy to do on the best of situations.
Tipped away by Udall, out on not on Udall, and Tryon goes out of bounds. It'll be St. John's possession.
So kudos to Brody, coming off the bench, putting up a quick 10, grabbing 10, and making a huge impact in that game.
3-point shot from Tryon connects. Shazam!
Yeah, Allen got that on a rhythm and is able to make it. Most shooters are rhythm shooters. If they can catch the ball in rhythm, the odds of it going in increase greatly. If they're forcing shots, the odds obviously go way down.
Gene forces a shot in there for Sanders. Rebound by Winners. Max gets the pass to a wide open Rabin. And Rabin moves the St. John's lead to 10.
I tell you, the Achilles heel for any defense is when the offense can penetrate the paint. If you get that penetration, you're going to get easy looks and open layups. Or a wide open 3 as well. So
ball's tipped around. Nicotine connects for Sanders. And now Nicotine gets it right back. And foul on, jump ball.
Yeah.
Nicotine off the bench for Sanders has made a massive impact early in this game for Sanders.
Yeah, this is the tough game to play too, by the way. The gym's kind of a little cooler in the morning. Your muscles, especially when you're 100 years old like me, your muscles are a little stiffer. It's hard to get running and it's hard to get moving. So if there's a trap game for St. John's, this one's it, 10 o'clock.
And Winners pump fakes and goes up and gets points for St. John's. He's talking to his Winners and also Colton Platt's Uncle Boyd the other day. He was telling me he usually watches the games. Not watching today. He's up in the stands.
Well, that's disappointing, Boyd. You should be watching. It's better on the camera than it is in live. Okay, probably not.
He was giving me a hard time about not giving him a shout-out, and they didn't hear the shout-out today.
Well, we'll give him not only a shout-out, we'll get him some screen time. How's that?
Sounds good. Shot from Allen is missed from Sanders. Rabin tries to split the defense and a charge on Rabin.
That is a great call. Love it. The rule book states when you try to split 2 defenders, the responsibility of the contact is on the offensive player. It's just like if you're going through on the sideline too. The sideline is an extra defender. If only we had Boyd's number.
If only. Out of the timeout, number 22, Jojo Nastasio will check in for Sanders to the St. John's timeout called by head coach Casey Heap. Out of timeout, Sanders with the ball. Nicotine faces pressure from Colin Platt. He has entered the game, and so has Caden Waite, Jude Raven, Allen Tryon on the bench.
Nice. That's a great drive to the basket. Kiss off the glass.
And now Caden Waite off the bench, misses off the backboard, rebound by Nicotine. It's it to Apache. Apache pressure from T, goes up and gets a foul from T.
Yeah. T he gets caught with a block there. He's like, but my arms were straight up. They absolutely were. But you continued moving into the pass, and you didn't win to the spot. So that's a block.
Apache will go to the line for 2.
And once the shooter gets airborne, our job as officials is to protect the shooter. We want to make sure that they can land, so you don't want to get onto the landing area.
Sanders entering this game is 8-20 overall, 6-13 in the rankings as they're the 36th seed, and 3-4 in the region. Entering this game as a number 5 seed, able to upset the number 4 team in the tournament, Pinion, last Thursday night, to have a chance to come here this Saturday at Burl Heap Gymnasium. T. Platt is fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good things happen when you drive to the basket.
T makes his first. Now Brody Waite checking in for St. John's. Sam Winters will go to the bench.
Apparently Tatum Waite needs a yo, Tatum.
And T goes 2 for 2 on those free throws. St. John's takes a 7-point lead, closing in on a minute left to play in the first quarter. This semifinal matchup. Max Udall takes that away and gets the fast break points. Ripped that out of Nastasio's hands.
This is what you want to do if you're St. John's. You want to jump out early, get a big lead, and you want to get the bench in because you got another game to play today.
Shot from Nicotine is missed. Rebound by Jean for Sanders, and foul on St. John's. It's Colton Platt. 4th foul for St. John's in the quarter. 1st foul for Colton. 38 seconds remain. 3-point shot from Nicotine connects.
Yeah, he gets a wide open shot on an inbounds play.
Full court pressure from Sanders. 3-point shot from Brody. Too much.
A little too long on that one.
And Udall tips that pass from Nicotine away. Gets it to T. T has Apache to beat. Too powerful off the rim. Udall tips it off the backboard. Now swings it. Colton swings out to T. T swings it to Wait. Lobs it to Max. Max in the paint gets fouled on the shot. 4 seconds remain in the quarter. Max Udall will go to the line.
Yeah, that looked like it was a great steal by Max. It looks like an easy 2 points. T trying to go probably a little too far. Had a lot of pressure on him. A dribble there would have been hard to get, so he goes up, makes it a little bit too hard off the glass, and after that it's all offensive rebounding by St. John's, and they finally get to the line.
Udall misses the first.
There's a lot on fast breaks that you want to make sure that the person you're passing to for the layup gets the ball in a good spot where they can just go in rhythm up.
Udall shot bounces around and then finally goes in. Long shot across the court to Allen. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Tipped away by Wade. 1 second. Apache 3-point shot off the back of the rim and missed. Great effort from Sanders there to try and squeeze in some more points.
We'll give a grandpa shot out here.
St. John's goes in second quarter this region tournament semifinal matchup. 23-16 lead.
Got some stragglers coming in.
Early matchup. 10 o'clock a.m. was tip-off time.
Give some official love here.
Too bad we don't have Stacy Gillespie.
I think he's here later today, by the way.
Oh, awesome. We'll get plenty of shots on him.
Yep.
I believe we were doing the 2A North tournament here 2 years ago, and thumbnail for one of the games was a zoomed in shot on Stacy Gillespie's face.
That's right.
St. John's will have the ball start second quarter on the court. Alan Tryon, Colin Platt, Caden Waite, Brody Waite, and Max Udall. Udall, three-point shot.
Oh,
Shazam! It rolls around, missed, but bounces off the backboard and into the net.
that was an unintentional bank shot. Rattles everything on the rim, goes up, kisses the bank, and comes back in.
Now Brody Waite gets a rebound, hurls it across the court to Tryon. Tryon with Allen to beat, beats him and gets fast break points. St. John's the 8-point lead. 30 seconds into the second quarter.
If you're Coach Heap, you want to keep the foot down. You want the gas pedal on the floor. You want these kids just to keep at it. You want to get that lead stretched out as far as you can, and then play some bench players and get some rest for your starters.
Allen goes up, is fouled, and gets a shot. He'll go to line for one. 3-point play. Gets a 3-point play. St. John's passing around. Tryon turns that over to Jacob Jean for Sanders. And now Allen tips that away from Begay. Allen goes up, is fouled by Begay, and gets the points. Tryon would go to line for a 3-point play.
Yeah, that was a classic pickpocket move. Turn your back on the defender, and he just comes and picks it clean. It's almost like when you're at the Eiffel Tower, and they kept warning you, pickpockets are in the tower. With Alan Tryon down there, the pickpocket is in the gym.
Subs for St. John's, Max Udall, Colin Platt, and Brody Wake go to the bench. Jude Rabin, T. Platt, and Sam Winters re-enter. Tryon gets a 3-point play. 31-19 is the score. And Winters almost had control of that takeaway and then bounces off his hands. T gets it. Now T turns it over to Gene. Gene to Apache. Apache misses the layup. Too powerful off the glass. Jude down the paint. Gets another 2 for St. John's. Now Nicotine fadeaway shot off the rim missed. Apache knocks it off of Winters, and it'll remain St. John's ball. Lobs it to Nicotine on the inbounds pass. Nicotine misses it. Tipped by T. Platt, and Tryon loses possession of it and is fouled. Apache's fouled by Tryon, and Apache manages to get some points.
That'll be before the shot. After Tryon lost control of the ball, he tried to make a quick steal attempt again and just landed on top of Apache. So they'll be taking that on baseline.
Nicotine fadeaway shot connects.
That was actually really good defense by Tryon. Had a hand in the face, contested everything. It's just a better shot. Sometimes offense beats defense.
Caden Wade turns that over to Apache. Gets it out to Christopher Benali, who's entered the game. Shots missed. Rebound, Caden Wade. Caden Wade jumps up, bottom of the paint, gets another 2 for St. John's. St. John's with the 14-point lead.
Is that the biggest thus far, Kale?
I believe it's the biggest.
It's the biggest I recall. They just had it a moment ago and then they extended it. So
Sanders working around. Jean gets to Apache in the paint. Apache's fouled by T. T's second foul.
Yeah, T's not sure what he did, but to be honest with you, if the ball's in front of the offensive player and the defender's coming from behind and he reaches and grabs the ball, there's a fairly good chance that there's a lot of body contact.
T. Platt and Caden Way exit the game, and as does Jude Rabin. Brigden Heap and Paxton Hancock in the game for the first time. Tipped out of bounds by Tryon. Sanders with possession. Lobs over to Gene on the inbounds pass. Gene gets out to Allen. Allen working around Hancock. Allen goes up. Too much. And Gene knocks it away from Heap and gets the points for Sanders.
That's one thing you'll know. Sanders is tenacious on defense, too. They'll just keep battling. St.
John's answers back quickly. Pass from Tryon connects to Hancock, who gets the points. 3-point shot from Nicotine. Too powerful.
Ooh.
And a flop on Nicotine.
Yeah, you know, that's a new rule from last year where you can't flop. It's a warning. That's a tough one because he's taking a shot that's carrying him into the defender. The defender's actually in a really good position, so that's why he didn't get a foul. And then Nicotine just falls to the ground afterwards, and Leroy's like, "That's a flop. You're flopping. I'm going to give you a team warning on that. Let's play straight up."
Timeout by St. John's.
It's tough though because, you know, there was a significant amount of contact. Maybe he flopped. Maybe the contact drove him to the ground. But
almost halfway through the second quarter of play. St. John's still with the 14-point lead.
Opportunity to extend it here as they just got a defensive stop.
Tryon gets it a Heap. Quick passing from St. John's. Tryon with the ball. Back gets it across to Udall, top left corner of the court. Udall loses it. Nicotine. Nicotine retains possession. Gene back to Nicotine. Now Bentley goes up, misses. Udall with it. Tryon gets out of Udall. Heap goes up to the basket. Bounce pass to Winters. Winters able to keep hold of it. 3 seconds called on Winters.
Yeah, he was in there probably 7. So they gave him a significant amount of time to get out of the lane.
Three-point shot from Nicotine. Off the rim, missed. Rebound by Winters for St. John's. So Udall to Hancock. Hancock goes up. Misses. Rebound by Gene for Sanders. And Gene goes up, splits to the St. John's defenders and gets 2 for Sanders. Oh, bounce pass to Tryon. Tryon out to Hancock. Hancock, jump shot, rolls out of the rim and missed. Hancock gets his own rebound, goes up, bounces around, and teeter-tatters its way in. St. John's working this Sanders offense. And Udall gets a turnover for St. John's. Goes up, pressure from Gene missed off backboard. Hancock's there for the rebound and follow-through score. Foul on Tryon.
Is that the fourth? You know, with St. John's pressing hard, you know, not really pressing, but they're playing a pressure defense in the half court. They're going to commit a few more fouls because they're trying to create turnovers.
Takeaway for St. John's, tipped by Hancock. Can't wait, comes down with it. Udall goes up. Missed shot. Rebound by Allen. Allen faces pressure from Hancock. Hancock gets it away, but Hancock loses footing. Allen able to get up and get it. Foul on St. John's. It's like NPA team has entered the gym.
They have entered the gym.
They'll take on Round Valley following this game at 11:30.
Yeah, fouls on Hancock. When the game gets helter-skelter, it's easy to remain in a helter-skelter mode, and you'll commit fouls like that. The key is when it gets past you is to be able to calm it back down, take a breath, and not continue with the helter-skelter pace.
Allen misses the first. Allen's second shot right through the net. 15-point lead for St. John's. Under 2 minutes left in the first half. Out of bounds.
Yeah, Max wasn't aware of where he was on the court. He floated too much, was standing out of bounds, touching the baseline when the ball touched him.
Sanders with possession. Pressure from Colin gets it out to Allen. Colin just chasing down whoever has the ball. Allen goes up, is fouled, and gets the points. Fouls on number 4, Jude Rabin for St. John's. Second for him. Allen at the line to shoot.
So we were just
Two.
at 50-point. That's our largest.
Makes it. .point lead for St. John's. Colin loses it but gets it back and then knocks out to Gene. Gene couldn't hold on to it. Goes out of bounds. T. Platt re-enters for St. John's. Max Udall to the bench.
Colton got around his defender, slowed back down but didn't protect the ball. Just kind of left it hanging out there. And the defender poked it from behind. Almost did the old pickpocket method.
T's playing defenders. Got Colin. Colin wide open three. Off the rim missed. Rebound by Bentley. Colin after the missed shot able to knock it away from Bentley. Great chase down from Colin. T comes away with it. Under a minute. Travel on Hancock.
Yeah, situations like that when you have a funny joke to tell and you're just laughing before it gets there, that's the same thing. You have this tremendous move. You see it in your head. Easy path to the basket, and your feet get working before you're put the ball down for a dribble.
Apache, three-point shot. Off the rim missed. Scramble from Hancock and Bentley. Jump ball is called. Sanders. 44 seconds remains in the half. To Nicotine. To Bentley. Bentley to Apache. Nicotine gets it to Gene. Back to Allen. Allen loses it. Apache's there to maintain Sanders' possession. Nicotine, three-point shot. Off the rim missed. Rebound by Bentley. Bentley couldn't get the follow through. Rebound by Apache. Missed. Colin gets the St. John's rebound. 10 seconds. T with the ball. Takes the 2-point shot and connects. 4 seconds for Sanders. Apache throws up a prayer off the back of the rim miss. St. John's with a 14-point lead, 43-29 is the score. Going to halftime in this 2A North Tournament semifinal. Cale Hancock and Paul Hancock commentating, and Paul Hancock on camera work, and we'll be back for the second half. We are back from half here at Verl Heap Gymnasium during this 2A North basketball tournament. This game, number 1 seeded St. John's Redskins has a 14-point lead on the Valley Sanders Pirates. Winner of this game play at 5 o'clock for the championship against the winner between Round Valley and NPA following this game. Up here with me, also doing camera work, Mr. Paul Hancock.
We need better music so we can get some dancing in the crowd.
Yeah.
We've got too many people just looking at their phones, forgetting that they're at a basketball game.
Well, it was halftime, too.
Well, NPA was making layups. That was riveting.
St. John's start off possession to begin the second half. On the court for St. John's, number 0, Alan Tryon. For 1, T. Platt, 35, Max Udall. Number 4, Jude Raven. Number 11, Sam Winters. 3-point shot from Udall. Off the rim, missed. Rebound by Platt. Platt takes a 3-point shot of his own from the opposite corner. Misses. Jaquan Allen for Sanders with the rebound. Loses. Abe now gets it back. Now loses it. Rolls out of bounds, will be St. John's ball. The Winners, bottom of the paint, gets 2 for St. John's. Opens up scoring in this second half. Round Valley team has since entered the building.
Yeah, that should be a heck of a game. The next one started, 11:30?
Yeah, 2 and 3 seed in the region. Round Valley 5 and 2, NPA 6 and 1 in the region. Shot from Jaquan Allen is missed. St. John's enters the tournament 7 and 0 in the region, and Sanders 3 and 4. Also coming off of a victory in the first round against the 4-seeded Piñon. 3-point shot from Tryon is made, but
They had a 3-second on Sam again.
3 seconds on Sam.
Yeah, he gets in the paint, forgets that he has to be in and out of it. I don't know. If you're the coach, I think you're okay.
3-point shot from Nicotine connects.
He's giving you a lot out there. He'll learn.
And Rabin goes up and is fouled prior to the shot. Foul is on Nicotine, number 23 for Sanders. His first foul and first foul of the half for either team.
Yeah, Quentin Hayes signaled the high five to the face. So.
And now Nicotine with the second foul almost immediately after. This time on the shot, Sam will go to the line. Sam misses the first. Makes the second, brings the score to 46-32, 14-point lead for St. John's. Gene takes the 3-point shot, off the rim, missed. Rebound by Apache, and Apache connects on the follow-through. Too powerful for Jude, goes out of bounds. Nicotine, jump shot missed. Fell to the ground again. No flop call called this time. Tryon goes, nope, gets out to T. T, 3-point shot, off the rim, missed. Gets his own rebound. To Rabin to Winters. Winters on the follow through. Gets the 2. Back to a 14-point lead for St. John's. Begay gets it to Allen. Allen tries to split the defense and is fouled in the process. Begay gets the 2 for Sanders.
Sanders just hanging around.
Winters goes up and gets an answers for the St. John's team. Nicotine jump ball. Stays Sanders' possession. Colin Platt enters for Allen Tryon. So out to Apache. Apache 3-point shot does not connect. Allen with the rebound. Allen goes up and gets the points for Sanders. 12-point lead for St. John's. Closing in on halfway through the third quarter. Jude, 2, not enough off the backboard. Rips it away. T gets possession for St. John's. Udall fakes shot, now gets that back out to T. T, 3-point shot. Shazam! Begay takes the 3-point shot and connects, answering. T shot brings it back to 12 points, St. John's lead. Now Winters goes up and is called for a charge. Be Sam's second foul and second of the quarter for St. John's. Allen gets the pass in from Begay. Allen goes up, tries the alley-oop layup and misses. Udall the rebound, gets it across to T. T goes up, takes himself, missed, and fouled. Go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on number 23, Tyron Nicotine for Sanders. T makes the first. T goes 2 for 2 on those, extending St. John's lead to 14. Cross court to open Jean, gets the 2. It's a passing from St. John's. Sam turns the ball over but gets it right back. 3-point shot from T. Shazam! Extends this St. John's lead to 15. Nicotine 3-point shot. Connects. Pressure from Max Udall was not enough. It's back to a 12-point lead for St. John's.
Sanders crowd's picking it up. They're getting into it.
And Winters on the follow-through gets the rebound and score.
Sanders crowd's starting to get a little loud in here, Cale.
Foul on Platt.
Yeah, you know, he can bench press a Buick, and so when you extend that arm, players move, and it makes it an easy call. He's like, I just barely touched him. Yes, but you can bench press a Buick.
Second foul on Colton. Third for St. John's in the quarter. Begay passes into Nicotine. Nicotine working around. It's out to Begay. Begay back to Allen. Allen tries to split St. John's defenders. Draws the foul on Winners. The Winners' third foul.
That's just tough luck on Sam right there. He's actually in really good position. The player tries to split two, and he gets called for it.
Jude Rabin enters for Winners. Charge on Begay.
Yeah, probably on the screen, number 2.
Number 2, Jacob Hatchie on the illegal screen. First foul on him. Alan Tryon enters the game for Colin Platt. Preston Raven, sharply dressed, enters the gym.
It's almost like he's coming from a church meeting or something. Or was there a funeral this morning?
Not sure. 3-point shot from Udall. Missed. He gave the rebound. St. John's gets it back. Caden Wake goes down with the ball. Tryon there to keep St. John's possession. Lobs it out to Platt. Goes up and gets another 2 for St. John's. Tryon to Rabin. Rabin back to Tryon. Tryon too short. To Allen with the rebound for Sanders under minute. Allen gets a tip from Caden Way, and Allen gets the points for Sanders. Second separates. Oh no, shot clock turned off. 3-point shot off the rim, missed.
Sanders has stayed in this quarter blow for blow. It's a 14-point lead right now. So St. John's hasn't been able to extend it, but Sanders really hasn't cut into it either.
It's away from Jude. Jude immediately goes for the pass half-court shot and misses. 14-point lead for St. John's entering the final quarter to play in this Toy North Tournament semifinal. The timeout halfway through the final half of play. St. John's 14-point lead, 62-48 to score. St. John's start out with possession. Now 3-point shot from Tryon. Shazam! Extends the St. John's lead. Starts St. John's off in the fourth quarter on a high note.
And now you just want to stack. You want to start stacking stops up right here. Get some stops, and then go down and convert and extend that lead. Try to push it to 30 so you can get a little sit down and get the subs in.
Gene gets the points for Sanders. Tryon 3-point shot. Ricochets around and missed. Missed shots from St. John's on the rebound. Sanders comes away with it. Begay rolls it up. Out of bounds off of Tryon. Now Allen for Sanders misses the shot. Rolled around. St. John's with the ball. And Tryon loses possession of it. Gets it back. Out to T. T dribbling around. Gets it to Rabin. Rabin getting around. Turns it over to Allen. A disaster of possession for St. John's. And then a foul on Rabin. Fourth foul on... No, that foul was on Winners, his fourth. Nicotine's pass goes out of bounds, intended for Apache. Brody Way enters for the foul trouble, Sam Winners. Tryon starts off the St. John's possession with the pass to Rabin. Back to Tryon. The paint to Brody. Back up to Rabin. Tipped by Apache. Platt gets it under Brody. Back to Tryon. Tryon 3-point shot. Off the rim, missed. Rebound by Brody Way, and Brody Way takes a shot. He will go to the line for two.
Yeah, that was a big foul from behind by number 23.
Waite makes his first. 66-50 is the score. It's a fourth foul on Nicotine. Brody Waite
So
makes a second, makes the score 67-50.
two players, well, one on the floor with 4, but 2 that we know in the game has 4.
Now, earlier this week, Brody Waite's brother made a deep 2 shot to make the score 67 in a freshman game, which his mom posted on Instagram. Looks like she just took a video of that one. And
She might be posting right now.
now how Brody made the score 67.
Yep, I think she's posting. Look, I posted on Instagram.
Allen misses both. To Rabin. Rabin to Platt. Tryon goes up, gets it all the way out to Platt. T with the deep 2 off top of the post, missed. Timeout taken by head coach Casey Heap. It'll be a full 1-minute timeout. St. John's 17-point lead. Out of the timeout, 17-point lead for the Redskins in this 2A North Tournament semifinal matchup. Out of timeout, Udall passing for St. John's. On the court for St. John's, Alan Tryon, T. Platt, Max Udall, Jude Rabin, and Brody Waite. Tryon back down to Brody. Brody fadeaway shot missed. Rebound by Rabin. Rabin's knocked out by Apache. Remains St. John's possession.
This is good, though. They've got some of the subs in. Brody's been playing a good number of minutes. You know, that just prepares them for deeper in the playoffs.
3-point shot from Tryon is missed. T turns the ball over. It's Allen with the ball. And Jude picks that off, gets bounce pass to Brody to keep it in bounds. Back to Rabin. Tryon facing pressure from Apache. Quick passing for St. John's. Find a way around the defense. To Udall. Pure passing, under 10 seconds on the shot clock. That's knocked away from Rabin. Apache goes up, is fouled by T on the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, Rabin got pickpocketed on that one.
Three-point shot from Nicotine. Missed. Rabin, the rebound. And Tryon able to keep possession. Knocks it out on Begay. And St. John's will have the ball. Entering the game for St. John's, Colton Platt, Sam Winters, and Caden Waite. To the bench goes T. Platt, Jude Rabin, and Brody Waite. Next.
I think St. John's right now is happy running the clock out, trying to get as much as they can. Coach Heap takes a timeout.
Point lead for St. John's, 67-51's the score. Halfway through the fourth quarter play. Going to Tryon to Winters. Goes through Winters' legs, out of bounds. Apache, the ball for Sanders. Goes up and is fouled. I think that'll be on Sam. Fifth foul for Sam. And he immediately goes to the bench. Jude Rabin checks into the game for him. Apache misses the first. Misses the second. Nicotine on the follow through. Couldn't get it. Rabin. Foul on Rabin. Or no, it's on Sanders. Fouls on number 15, Jaquan Allen. Udall thinking that was a shooting foul. No, Max, it's 4 fouls. This is an NBA where every foul you're pressure, Shai Gilius-Alexander goes to the free throw line. Goes out of bounds. Three seconds on St. John's. Allen retains possession for Sanders. Loses it, trips on the ball. Foul on Rabin. Allen goes to the line to shoot 2. Makes the first. T. Platt enters for Colton Platt. Allen at the line again. Second is missed. Closing in on 3 minutes left in the semifinal matchup at the 2A North Tournament. T. Platt is fouled by Apache. 5th foul for Sanders. Shoving foul on St. John's.
Max with a push. Probably trying to get separation.
Second foul on Max. Goes out of bounds. Following this game, Round Valley NPA plays. TBD on if we are streaming that or not.
Yeah, we do have a question. If we are, we're not sure yet. It's just the two of us. Don't want to burn ourselves out before 8:30 tonight.
If we are, it will be up at least 5 minutes before tip-off.
And if we do, it might just be the camera. We might turn off the sound.
Three-point shot from Allen for Sanders connects. Cuts the St. John's lead to 14. Seems like the only time I pay attention to the score deficit is when it's at 14.
Sounds like.
It is not intentional. Happens to be the lucky number of the day, I guess. And Udall is fouled. Go to the line to shoot 2. Oh, no. Only 4 fouls for Sanders. My mistake. Third foul on Apache. St. John's looking to just pass the ball around, take time off the clock. Caden Waite, jump shot, off back the rim, missed, tips the rebound, and fouls. It is on Caden Waite. First foul for him. Jacob Jean goes to the line. Makes the first. Jean's second shot. Missed. Rebound was by Nicotine. Missed that shot. And
That ball was hit off of the official, who's part of the playing surface. His left foot was on the out-of-bounds line, making him out of bounds.
fadeaway shot from Nicotine connects for Sanders.
That's one of the reasons that, as an official, they want you deep on the baseline so that you're out of the way of the play.
No, so he's passing around from St. John's. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Brody Way is fouled by number 15, Jaquan Allen for Sanders. Fourth for Allen, and fifth of the quarter for Sanders. Wait at the line to shoot two. Makes the first. His second shot is missed. Rebound by Udall to T. Heap, Brody, Hancock, Heap. His way around. T turns the ball over to Nicotine. Shot clock is turned off. Nicotine goes up, misses. Rebound by Allen, out of bounds. Foul on Hancock. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Allen's first shot is good. Correction, that foul was on number 23, Brody Waite, his second. Makes the second. Now 30-second timeout will be taken by Sanders. 22.8 seconds remain. St. John's 10-point lead. Out of timeout, St. John's will have the ball. Look to close this one out. Full court pressure from Sanders, probably. Oh, hurls it across to Brody Waite. To Heap. To Udall, 10 seconds. Pressure from Gene. Across to T.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to get rid of it. They can hold the 5-second count and he's fine.
And time expires. St. John's comes away 70-60 victory over the Valley Sanders Pirates. St. John's wins the semifinal matchup. They will take on the winner between Round Valley Elks and Northland Prep Academy Spartans. Is upcoming soon. We'll bring you at least a camera broadcast of it.
Maybe a camera broadcast.
Possibly.
Right, we might just call it take a break because it's kind of hard up here. So we'll decide. We've got 20 minutes, so